To say my stream room needed a renovation is an understatement. I've been using our spare bedroom as a stream room for almost 2 years now, but since I've been using it, I haven't really made it my own. Since I've been using the space a lot lately, I decided it was time for a makeover. Grab a seat and get cozy. It's time for Extreme Makeover, AJ Edition. We're putting together a bookshelf today. Let's get started. Oh, this thing is so heavy. The first thing I decided I needed was a couple of more bookshelves. I have no idea what I'm doing. I purchased one off Amazon in a color that I really liked, and the assembly I figured would be a piece of cake. This might be more of like a two-person job. The farther I got on the bookshelf, the more I realized it just wasn't looking quite right. Does that look more right, I think? Yeah, this is right. I just kept following the instructions because, you know, some things just take time. It wasn't until I was completely done with the bookshelf and looked at the finished product that I realized how bad I'd screwed up. Did I just put this whole thing together backwards? I had accidentally stripped out some of the screw holes, so taking it apart and putting it back together wasn't an option. Something about this just doesn't seem quite right. Luckily, we have some spray paint. I still had a good amount of light blue spray paint left over from last Halloween when I cosplayed as Samus, so it did the job very well. It wasn't quite the baby blue like the bookshelf I had ordered, but I thought the teal blue would really stick out and I thought it looked great at the end. Now, spray painting outside in the middle of a Midwest summer, probably not my best idea. Gonna let that dry, check it on in a couple hours. After the bookshelf was assembled and repainted, it was time to add some decor. All right, so here we are, day 2 of stream room renovation. We're going shopping for stream room decor. Got Hannah with us, and off we go. I don't really have much of an eye for interior design, so I recruited the help of my friend Hannah. Our first stop of the day was a local game and card shop here called V-Stock, where we found some really cool collectibles. All right, so we are here at a local game shop here in St. Louis called V-Stock, and they have some awesome posters. And I don't know, we'll see what we can find. I had a lot of blank walls and empty shelves, so I knew I was going to need a little bit of everything. All right, so had some really good luck at V-Stock. Got a really cool poster and got some Zelda collectibles and things like that. Got a cool Zelda and Mario Kart figure. We're gonna drop this off at my car and we're going to keep on digging. Our next stop on the trip was Slackers. One of the coolest things I saw there was an original promo display for the Sega Genesis. I wanted something similar to that in my stream room too, and I knew I wanted it to be Nintendo related, but I wasn't quite sure what I needed. We scored a lot of cool things at Slackers, but definitely the crown was this vintage Sonic comic. We ended up having a lot of really good luck at both of these stores, and with less than $50 spent, it was time to head home and put some things together. I found a hanging bookshelf that I really liked, and we decided to display that on the wall next to the blue bookshelf. After a couple of measurements and some nails in the wall, the bookshelf was up. Okay, now this one I actually put together correctly, but we need to spray paint it anyway, so here we go. In the meantime, I had found an open-ended bookshelf that I thought would complement the other one great, so we decided to spray paint it neon pink. And yes, I did put this one together correctly the first time. Through the process of the renovation, I knew I wanted to add a couple of personal touches too. My friend Onyx Remote had gifted me a Sonic movie poster signed by none other than the amazing Ben Schwartz. To go alongside the Sonic poster, my friend Total had made me a custom Sonic Team water bottle, and together the two looked great. For the center shelf, I wanted to display a Link plushie that an old coworker had gotten me years ago, and I thought he would look great next to my Link to the Past issue of Nintendo Power. On the lower shelf, I displayed 2 vintage Sonic comics that my grandfather had gotten for me when I was a kid. The open-ended bookshelf was perfect for finally displaying all of those console boxes that I had saved over the years. Also, during the renovation, G Fuel released a limited edition Sonic flavor, and I was able to score both the G Fuel cans and limited edition collector's box, so I thought it would look great on the second shelf. There was still a big open space above the blue bookshelf, so I asked my friend Sarah's to create a Nintendo-themed canvas for me, similar to the one that I saw at Slackers. Once the canvas was up, I could really see the room starting to come together. The last step was to hang up some RGB lights. The light strips added that extra punch that it needed to really bring everything together. What was once a vacant, uncreative space transformed into an amazing backdrop that I would be able to use for recording and streaming. Most of what you see displayed were original collectibles that I had saved from my childhood, but there were a couple of additions I was able to add recently. Most notably, the N64 instruction booklets you see on the floating bookshelf were all originals from the games that I had as a kid. There's still a fair bit amount of work to do on the other walls, but in the meantime, I am so thrilled with my new gaming space. So, what do you guys think? Did I nail it? Am I missing something? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me on my renovation adventure this week. I'll catch you on the next one.